Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be me just showing you how I've been doing in my Hobonichi and kind of catching you up on how everything's been going. So this is what I've mainly been using. I like it because it doesn't give me any pressure. I just kind of decided with the way these weeks have been going is that I want the back, the daily pages, to kind of be whatever I wanted in a sense of, like, if I wanted to journal, I journal. If I wanted to jot down some thoughts or some notes or appointments or something like that that I need to remember, scripture, anything like that that is on my mind, because sometimes I'll plan and sometimes I won't. I still do a lot of, even though I have a planner, I still do a lot of post-its. Like, I still do a lot of post-its. And I guess in my head, I was trying to get away from the post-its, but I can't, because I literally have post-its and lists everywhere. And that just works for me, I guess. You know, I get the things done. I think what I put on post-its is kind of what is important and sitting there for me is something that I really, really need. So I don't mind it. So I decided to use the week's layout for this for my to-dos, and then save the back again for like what I want. So I try to keep stickers in that I really want to get to using, and these are one. I'm also trying to be mindful of how big this gets, because I'm going to show you all how my journal has been going so far. And I'm not sure that it's going to make it, because it is getting pretty big. So let's get into this. This is my Hobonichi and my Coach cover. Stickers, I am going to put some more stickers on. I think you all have seen this before. Obviously nothing is done because I didn't do anything, and that's something that's the reason why I wanted to have this here, because I wanted it to be a reminder of, hey, you haven't done anything. To be fair and gentle with myself, I am going through not only a flare-up, I also found out today I have vertigo. At first I thought I was getting dizzy and everything from medication, or like worst case scenario, I thought something was going on with my brain. My doctor was afraid it was a stroke at first, I think, because of the questions, and like she immediately told me to come in, and I have been dealing with this for like the last month and a half or so. But I've also had, like, a few weeks ago, an ear infection. And so she explained the whole crystals in the ear and how vertigo and all of that. So hopefully the like the exercise sort of plan, or the exercise sort of plan that she gave me, I can do at home, and it can help, because I definitely don't want to go to therapy again, which is what she said. She also gave me some medicine to kind of help it, to help deal with it as I have it now. So yeah, that is that. So I do have somewhat of a reason as to why I haven't been able to do much. Typically I will like walk, even if it's only for like 5 minutes, around my job, but because of the dizziness, it's just been a lot. But I said, stretching I haven't tried, and maybe that's something that I can do. So that is still there. This is this month. And yeah, I put some things down. I've been attending appointments, so that's good. And then let's go into the weeklies. So this is how I was doing it at first, kind of like a everything kind of thing. This is this week. So this week I decided to do, I always want to see my sleep and I always want to see my steps because I'm very concerned about just my movement and making sure that I'm at least doing something. So I always want to see that. My sleep has been horrible lately. When I say horrible, horrible. See, it's 2 days I got 6 hours. Well, 3 days I got 6 hours, but then it's 3 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. This week, 3 hours, 4 and 21, 5 and 41, and then 3 hours and 59, 4 minutes. 4 hours basically. My body has been feeling the lack of sleep, and let's be clear, I don't really get much sleep anyway. I'm a night owl, and I just don't get that much sleep. But I feel like with the amount of work that I've been doing at work, it's just a lot is in my head, a lot is going on. So I feel like my body is telling me that I need to rest. So excuse me. And I'm not sure, speaking of rest, and I'm yawning, I'm not sure if it's also the dizziness that is playing a part in it as well. But bottom line is I need to rest. So this is pretty much the layout that I will probably do next week. I just added a sticker for how I was feeling each day. Still using these, trying to use up different sticker packs that I have. So yeah. And then let's go to the dailies. I'm still tracking my work over here. I have checked more off on my self-care bingo, so that is good. And let's go to this week. So I'll start here. Okay, so this is Monday. Monday and Tuesday, I put my daughter was sick, and I think I'm gonna include some pictures. Tuesday, I think I was going to do like watercolor flowers here, or some sort of stamping. So I have that, and then this was Wednesday. I was super busy. When I tell you I was so busy, I didn't know at one point if I was going or I was coming. It was bad. And then and Wednesday I ate at 10 in the morning. I did not eat anything again until 11. Excuse me, I didn't eat anything until 11 when I got home. So that is something that I need to check more in with myself. And I think if anything, that is something that I want to log and keep track of during the week. Maybe I should find an app on the phone and see if I can find like a health app that I can input information in. So that was busy. And then today, well, it's actually Friday now, early morning Friday. Yesterday, rather, my son had his last day of school, and then I just put in all the money that I had spent. $15 on takeout, $228 for dental, $25 for a copay, $69 for some birthday things. I have 3 birthdays this month, so I have to get gifts and all of that, and then $160. I did save $160, so that is something I wanted to highlight as well. And so I just noted how these responsibilities and spending has been going, and then I'm just gonna go from there. I have been using the bag only to add, for now it's been only to add some movies. I watched a movie today off of Prime, and it was The Teacher's Pet, and it was pretty good. So they do have some other movies that I'm gonna check out. I'm glad that they actually emailed me the movies that they had or was like featured this week, because I immediately watched one of them. So just to kind of also update on my journal. I know I told you all that I wanted to go back to just flat out writing, and I have. This is what I'm using. I've had this for so long, I just stepped away from it. But to give a little of what I'm doing, I have just literally been writing. Right, yeah, I was pretty upset and overwhelmed. But I've been just writing, which I'm happy about because I've been releasing my thoughts. So yeah, this I've been consistent with, and I don't do it every day. I do it when I feel it's necessary and I'm in deep thought. So that's why you'll see, that's why it's like so much writing. And then lastly, I wanted to show you all my Bloom planner, but it's like my journal, memory keeping journal type situation. This is my first year doing this. I will most definitely keep this up without a doubt because I love it. I still have not filled in the front of these pages. I feel like I say this every time I show it, which I do. I haven't filled out anything. So this has been going good so far. I do have empty spaces. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. But yeah, so this is this month. If this is your first time watching my video, for the monthlies for this Bloom planner journal, I like to just kind of scrapbook, collage what has been going on that month and each day. So this, I don't know if you all ever taste the Pillsbury mini bagels? So good. So good. And I found this store that actually sells them individually for $1 each. So of course I put that in. And yeah, journaling this month so far hasn't been going so good as far as memory keeping and journaling in here. I'm debating whether or not I want to go back or if I just want to include pictures here. This is this week. I added in here. I'm saving this for pictures, and I'm going to put a picture of my daughter and some journaling on this side as to what's happening. So yeah, that is together, and that is it right here. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all what I've been doing, what I've been using, how consistent I've been with things, and how I've been enjoying it. So let me know down below if you are enjoying the planner that you're in, if you switched. Yeah, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.